everybody, we're bringing you a very quick law facts to discuss how exactly the Supreme Court works. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably noticed that the Supreme Court has received a lot of media attention recently. Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed, and Trump decided that he was going to nominate a new Supreme Court justice in his election year. Now, this matters because 4 years ago, President Obama was in the exact same situation. The Supreme Court had a vacancy, and President Obama wanted to nominate a Supreme Court justice, but he was blocked from doing so because it was an election year. And right now, we're in 2020, and it's an election year, and it's looking like it's gonna happen. So we wanted to explain why everyone's making just such a big deal about a new Supreme Court justice. I'm by myself today, I'm not with Sam, but I'm gonna do my best. So let's get into how exactly the Supreme Court works. The Supreme Court is actually the highest court in the nation, and it's located in Washington, D.C. The Supreme Court is made up of 9 justices. Unlike the president or some offices that you may be more familiar with, the justices actually serve a lifelong term. Once a justice is nominated and confirmed, they can be on the Supreme Court for as long as they wish or until they die. This is part of what makes nominations so important because, you know, if you nominate a young judge, they can be on the court for 20, 30, 40 years or however long they decide to be on the court. This can have wide-ranging implications for the rest of the country. Here's why. The Supreme Court, for the most part, has a lot of control over which cases that they can hear. And they tend to choose cases that have far-ranging implications on many jurisdictions and the whole country. So why does it even matter who's on the Supreme Court? In theory, Supreme Court justices are supposed to interpret the Constitution and interpret the rule of law and make their decisions based on that. They're also supposed to follow precedent. That just means following the Supreme Court rulings from the past. Well, you know, justices are human just like the rest of us, and because of that they have ideological leanings. If you look in history, sometimes when you have a more liberal court, you get more liberal rulings, and when you have a more conservative or right-wing court, you receive more conservative and right-wing rulings. So it can be very scary, it can have wide-ranging implications when Supreme Court is leaning one way or the other. The Supreme Court has decided very important cases in the past. You might have heard in school Brown v. Board and Roe v. Wade and several other cases that have had an impact on everyone in the country, and I'm sure there'll be more cases to come. All that is to say, the Supreme Court holds a very, very powerful position in our political system. 9 people decide cases that affect millions across the country, and these 9 people have lifelong positions. They can be justices for decades, and they can set precedent, as I mentioned before, that lasts for years or centuries to come. So that's all for this video. Let us know any other legal concepts or topics that you'd like for us to explain.